What's going on, Skid? Somebody says that they're having toilet issues. They said after they flush it, it doesn't flush. Definitely not flushing. It's got issues. That's how Jay Booty says issues. Issues. It's got issues. Might have a bad fill valve here. I can't stand this blue crap. People put these blue chlorine tabs in here and it just rots everything. Sounds like the fill valve's trying to work, but we're just going to replace it. See, it's not filling up after you flush it. The water's on. Give it a tap. Oh yeah, now it works. Let's just replace the fill valve. I'm not going to fight it. You know, some people are like, oh, take this apart and clean it out. Man, I'm just going to put in a new one. It takes, what, 5 minutes? Probably just got chlorine all up in it. I'm not going to fight this thing. I'm going to install a new one. And I'm going to go back with the old Fluid Master here. I'll leave a link to one of these in the description below if you homeowners want to order one and have it delivered to your house. Let's turn the water off and then get all the water out of the tank. And that's it. Sometimes I'll put the old tank lid underneath. It's got a little crevice here that'll catch water and stuff. If it fits, I'll put it back there, let it catch the water. I want to empty this tank too though, get all that chlorine blue mess out of there. Sometimes you can unscrew these with your hand, sometimes you can't. We'll need the pliers for the fill valve nut though. Alright, just because the tank is full of blue stuff, I'm going to put a bucket down. Catch all that blue chlorine mess, toilet bowl cleaner, whatever it is. I don't like that stuff. It rots the gaskets. Then you got a toilet leak. I prefer the ones that you put inside the bowl. I don't mind those, but inside the tank, nope. It's a good work order for you new technicians, nice and easy. I just get my light here. Get my channel locks. Grip that nut up there. Put my left hand on top of the fill valve and push down a little bit. And turn towards the wall. Unscrew the nut, let it fall in the bucket, and then catch all the water. Usually you can get the new one and then switch it out real fast, but since all this is blue, I want to get all this out of here. Get all this blue out of here and get some fresh water up in there. Hopefully to save the gaskets. It's all slimy from the dissolved chlorine tab. Alright, now we can, look at that blue stuff dripping. See, that's what you don't want up in there. That blue crap is what will rot your gaskets. So I'm going to get all this out of here, then put the new one in. Don't do this, homeowners who watch. Put the ones in the bowl, but not in the tank. It's a big old money racket. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Look at all that they put in there. I don't know if they'll be able to get all this out. I'm gonna have to use the old shop vac on it, man. Fire in the hole! Alright, at least I can see the bottom of the tank now. That'll work. The rest will go out with a few flushes. All right, back to the work order. Changing the fill valve now. All right, we got the new Fluid Master fill valve open. Don't forget to put your gasket on. If you forget to put the gasket on, you're gonna leak. Again, always leave tool links and part links in the description below. I always like to leave the easy money tool links. Tools that I like, I call them easy money tools. All right, once the gasket is on, alley-oop up into the tank. Now let's just make sure the water hose is going over into the flush valve. That little nipple right there. Boop. Good. Tighten down the nut. Been trying to get videos out, but hasn't been a lot of action lately. But I've been posting older videos. Got a lot of new subscribers, so if you guys want to see some stuff I've done in the past, I always post those in the community section on my channel. Old HVAC videos on the old Goodman heat pumps. I used to work on Goodman heat pumps, so it's a lot of those videos. Always do hand tight with the nut. And then I'll give it a quarter turn with the old Jackie Chan's. Good easy one for you new guys. Quarter turn, not too much. Boop. Oh, make sure you hit the door stop before you put the hose back on. This gasket looks good. I always look inside the hose gasket. The water line gasket, and if it's all rotted looking, I'll change it out, but this one looks good. It's not that old. Don't go too crazy. There we go. And we'll put our hose on, turn the water back on, and that is it. If it wasn't for all that blue crap, we've been done quicker. All right, throw the old hose over the nipple on the fill valve. Flush valve's got a nice little place for my hose right there. Boop. Now we'll turn the water on and check for leaks. You can tell people not to put chlorine tabs in the tank until you're blue in the face. As soon as you leave, they'll throw another one in there. I had a guy do that to me. I said, man, don't use these chlorine tabs, they rot the gasket. After I replaced this flush valve, this middle thing here. 2 months later, get a work order. Hey, toilet's leaking. Come back, he's got chlorine tabs in there. Rotted the new one I put in. That water's nice and clear now after I got all that blue stuff out of there. I'm gonna let it fill up, make sure we don't have any leakies. I'll be back. So the water's looking a little low, as you can see from the flush valve. You wanna get it to that water line right there. So we'll need to adjust this right here. Turn this to the right. Bring up that big old floating doohickey there. That's what I call it, a floating doohickey. Now, that should bring the water up. Looking good on the leaks, no leaks. No puddles of water on the floor, no drops coming off the bottom of the line. All right, we're to the water line now, Skid. See if we can send some monsters down here. Oh yeah. They're gonna be good. Easy fix, good one for you new techs. No drips. Come on, light. No puddles, no drippies. We're gonna be good. Yeah, me and Jay Booty on a call here. Jay Booty's gonna be fixing the ripped off towel hook. And we got us an old leaky toilet here, or running toilet, he said. What's going on with my light? My light don't work. Oh, there we go. I don't see anything running. Oh, I can hear something trickling. You guys hear the trickle? Wonder if it's this. I have a bad fill valve. Let me turn the water off and see if I still hear it trickle. No, I still hear it trickling. Not going to be the fill valve. Maybe we got an air problem with this flapper here. I'll take it out, put in a new one. Just throw this old hook off. Man, I need to get some new batteries in my light. Oh, I might need two hands here, big dog. I'm just gonna unhook it here, then unhook it here. Flapper will come on out. Trying to find the uneven area here. I don't know if that's coming up on camera, but it looks a little lumpy right there. A little uneven. I mean, if it's just off a skeeter leg, it will leak. See right around here where it's kind of rigid and kind of bubbling up a little bit. So that's what I think the culprit is. You can kind of see it in the light. If it's off a skeeter leg, that joker will leak. So we're gonna throw in a new corky here. Throw in the old corkster. Yeah, I like these old universal corkies. They just hook on right here. Just press it on. Right over here. Boop. Snaps on. Other side snaps on. And just hook the chain onto the handle. I'm going to adjust it. Put that hook right about there. Gonna need two hands. I'll be back. Alright, we got the new corkster in there. Hopefully this works. Come on, big money, no whammy. Let it fill up. If I don't hear it trickle, it's gonna be a success. Oh, J-Booty, you got the towel rod on there good. Don't touch it. You're just supposed to look at it. You're not supposed to use it. Nice and quiet. Silent. No trickle. I don't know if that was coming up on camera earlier, but that white one was a skeeter leg off, and when they're skeeter leg off, they will leak. The old flush test. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can send some monsters down this one. I think he's going to be good to go. I gave it one more flush. Still good, no running. Had to use the old Corky Romano. Trickle, or the cold trickle. Oh yeah, you can send some goobers down that one. What's going on, Skid? We're on an AC call, no cooling call. They got it set to 70 and it's 72 inside the apartment. Oh, it's iced up. See that ice behind the filter there? We've got an icer. I'm gonna have to turn it off and let it thaw. What I do is I turn the thermostat off and then turn the fan to on. That'll melt that ice. Just another leaky coil. I got the old gauges hooked up downstairs on the condenser. So when I fire it off, I'll be ready to give it some juice. So if it's iced up good, you gotta let that ice melt. You new guys, you can't just start dumping refrigerant in there. You'll see the superheat will be, or the suction will be low because there's no air moving over the coil because of that ice is blocking it. So you'll have airflow issues, 0 degree superheat, low suction. That's usually the culprit when you got a blocked coil or bad airflow. So you gotta wait till the ice is melted. You gotta be patient. I've worked with a lot of guys who will just start dumping. When the coils cover with ice, they're just dumping, going, why ain't it rising? Why ain't it going up? And then it finally melts, and then they turn it back on, and it's like, shuts off on the high pressure switch. So be patient. Be patient, you guys. Let that ice melt. Get paid by the hour out here. All right, it's nice and thawed out. This is what I'll do when I'm on call as well, like I'm on call this week. I'll have them turn the thermostat off. Like if they call and say, hey, my AC's not working, I'll say, okay, do me a favor, turn your thermostat off and then turn your fan on. So when I'm on my way to the property, whichever property the call is at, it'll be thawed out by the time I get there, and I don't have to wait through all this. Sometimes it's completely thawed out. Now some on those bad ones, when there's really a block of ice, it doesn't thaw out all the way, but most of the way. Alright, let's go charge this thing up. Let me drop a new filter in. Yeah, this is one of those rotary compressors. Not a fan. Oh, this joker's real low. 81 suction, look at that superheat, 52. Got my gauges all hooked up. Go ahead and bleed the line, get the air out. Give it an old bump. Boop. Slowly but surely, you don't want to overdo it. Lord knows I got enough videos of me doing this. Very common in apartment maintenance. So I'm going to add it to this apartment maintenance work order video. Alright, I'll just keep adding a little by little till it gets up to where I like it. I'll be back. Yeah, real quick, if any new guys are watching, this is why there's ice on the coil. See that VSAT number? That's your saturation. Usually it's SAT just for saturation. See, that's below freezing. Freezing is 32. If that gets below freezing, it's going to be ice. So that's why these things ice up out here. When this gets below freezing, that's your saturation. That's what that refrigerant's boiling at inside the coil, the metering device, TXV or piston. So there's a little tech tip for you new guys. I always watch that number as well. If that's below freezing, below 32 freezing, you're gonna have ice. It's slowly coming up. My own call Monday. We go from Monday to Monday here where I'm at. Try to get you guys some on call shots if I can. If the resident isn't hovering too bad. Now that this is above freezing, I'm not worried about any ice. That saturation there. The superheat on these rotary compressors is always high, man. I don't know if it's 200 bad TXVs along with 200 bad leaking coils or what, but I didn't build a place. I'm just playing the hand I was dealt the best I can. Alright, big dog, we got a 12 degrees subcool. And as you can see, man, on these rotary compressors, the superheat's always high, mid-20s to 30, but it cools fine. I don't know, maybe I got 200 bad TXVs. Not a fan of these rotary compressors. I mean, it does that on pretty much all of them. High superheat, but subcool's about 12, so that's where I'll leave it. Had some HVAC guys say, oh, those are rated for 20 degree subcool. And then I've had other HVAC guys say, oh, those are rated for 9 degree subcool. So I'll just meet you guys in the middle and leave it at 12. It's leaking anyway, but that's it. We'll go inside and check for the leak now. I'm gonna turn the unit off to do the leak search. Can't have the suction blowing the refrigerant around. got the old field piece SRL8. I always leave tool links in the description below if you want to get you one. I will go with medium first. As you guys know, I have 200 leaking coils. They are all leaking. Oh, there we go, right up in there. So it was right along here. Let me go to H here. There it is. It's another leaker. They are all leaking. Yeah, so it's leaking. We'll add it to the list. I don't know if I had a troll or somebody come by, but maybe it was just a guy fresh gung-ho out of his EPA class. He was all, you know, like, oh, it's illegal to leave them leaking. What you're doing is illegal. So I'm just like, dude, it's a process. You got to get with the resident. You don't just start ripping and tearing. I have 200 leaking coils, so just got to take it slowly and get them cooling before I get there, you know, to keep them cool before I come around. So talking about I'm breaking the law and all this. How about this law? Start holding these companies accountable for making this cheap crap that leaks a year later. How about that law? Gonna hold the technician accountable? No, I'm here to fix their cheap crap. Don't hold me accountable. Why not hold the company accountable, making all this cheap mess, leaking Freon all over the place a year later? Unreal, these people. Alright, off to the next adventure. Alright, on this call, garbage disposal is not working. Maintenance man, job security for the next 30 years. These garbage disposals. The reset button. There is a reset button on the side here. You'll hear it click. Oh, I guess it's already in. Oh, it's just jammed up. You can hear it buzzing when I hit the switch. We got a jammer. All right, let me get the old jam bar out here. Well, let's see here. There it is. Again, always leave tool links in the description below if you want to get you one. Now, a lot of disposals have like an Allen wrench doohickey that you could stick under the bottom here and you could spin it, but this style doesn't have it. This is a GE garbage disposal. It doesn't have that on the bottom, so on the ones that don't have it, got to break out the brake wrench. I do love this tool. This thing has pulled me out of many a jam. Many a jam. No pun intended there. Whoosh! I like easy money, and this thing right here makes me easy money. Back in my rookie years, it'd be a giant flathead, just like, just bending it all up. Not easy money. This right here, easy money. Easy money tool, I like to call them. Get a little water down in there. Think it'll be good to go, skid. Off to the next adventure. I think we got us a clogged tub. Oh yeah, we got us a clogger here. This thing here is legit. Try to get that stopper out of there. This is very common as well in apartment maintenance. A lot of hair in the drains. Oh, this thing is down, no wonder. Thing is, you gotta push down and then turn to the left. get a lot of comments on videos like, how do I get the stopper out? It's spinning. Push down and turn to the left. It usually helps when you can see it as well. I can't really see it here due to the soap. Get your butt out of there, Skid. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I gotta push it down, turn to the left, and it'll start unscrewing. I get that comment a lot. So on these, boy, this thing is really clogged. It still didn't start draining when I pulled the stopper out. I used the keyhole saw, also known as a sheetrock knife. Stick it into the drain and swirl it like sketty. A lot of people say, why don't you use the zippets? I don't like the zippets because they're messy to me. Ugh. Whoa! It's like Jaws, man. Yuck. Going in for round 2. Woo, smells like a skunk nailed to a dead man in here. Just in case you're wondering what it smells like. Oh my goodness. Smells like a fart farted. Still ain't got it unclogged. Usually you'll hear it gurgling by now, draining. Come on now, settle down, settle down now, settle down. Gotta start talking to it like you're in a baseball game. There we go. I knew that would work. Gotta talk to it different, big dog. Let me see the swirl. That just don't look right. All right, we'll keep cleaning until we see PVC at the bottom. All right, I think that's it. Let me grab my light. Oh yeah. Once you got PVC, you're golden. All right, I think he needs a light bulb. We'll replace that. You throw the stopper back in. Give it a quick test. We got girdlage, we got drainage. They're gonna be good to go here. Very common work order in apartment maintenance, the old hairy drain. All right, and last but not least, he's got a bulb out. Oh, yeah, right there. Ugh. All right, dudes, those were some common work orders in apartment maintenance. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.